In this video, I make my very first espresso, and as you can imagine, it doesn't taste like the coffee of my dreams. But that makes sense, because I've never actually made a coffee in my life. But it is the true start of my coffee journey. And if you would like to follow along, then please subscribe. But before I get to any of that, I need to figure out why I'm still getting sediment in my cup, and also share some information about some advice that I got from Gaggia Direct. I'm going to put a teaspoon of Kafiza into this black basket, put it on, then I think apparently you brew for 10 seconds, then 10 seconds off, brew for 10 seconds, 10 seconds off. I think repeat 5 times or when the water runs clear. So we're going to take a teaspoon. It says 3 grams, okay. That's less than a teaspoon, and we are 4.3 grams. Do I wait for it to heat up? I suppose. Heating seems to break things down a bit more. When I've seen the particles come through, it's been when it's hot, so we'll give that a bit. I think when I watched Coffee Kev's video on this, he said with the brass boiler, it takes about 50 seconds to heat up. With the aluminium boiler, it takes about 40 seconds. There you go. So if you did do a teaspoon, it wouldn't be a heat teaspoon, it would be a shallow teaspoon, I guess, of Kafiza. So 10 seconds on, then 10 seconds off. So 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. I can see cleaning solution in there. I think that's been about 10 seconds. 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. So I might keep doing this. I've done that 5 times now, but I might keep doing this a little bit more until that looks like it's running clear, just because I know how much of a deep clean this probably needs. It could just be coffee jammed up in there from ages ago. I would say for somebody who's doing this regularly, like once a week, once every 2 weeks, you can just stick to the general rules on here. But because this has potentially not been done for a very long time, and grime and grit and corrosion and stuff has got stuck inside there, I'm doing this just a little bit longer than normal. Yeah, it looks pretty clean. So I'm going to take that out now, and then I'm going to just run some water into a mug and then see if it looks and smells clean. And I'll do the proper tests later. That looks clean in there. Some particles in here, but is it fluff? One of them looks like fluff. Does this have any fluff in it? This does have fluff in it. That looks cleaner. Doesn't have a smell, so I'd say the Kafiza has all been cleaned out. Let's have a look what the TDS meter says. There's a ppm of 1. Hey, good. This is a ppm of 0. That's good, very good. So it hasn't really picked up anything in them. So the last thing to do really is do a few more of these, do some heavy metals testing, see if the heavy metals strips come back better this time after that backflush. And then I want to do a taste test. So I did 2 tests off camera, actually 3. I filled this one, and this one. They were hot last night. They came back as purple on these tests. And then I tested them again in the morning and they came back as orange, which is interesting. And the TDS was coming back as 0 ppm. I'm just going to do another test and see what the readings are like. Getting 1 ppm there and 0 ppm there. That's good. Those are good readings. I think if it's anywhere between kind of 0 and 6, it's essentially there's nothing in there. That one's coming back as 1. When I first put it in, it said 0 though. So it's going from the 0 water in here all the way through. You can see this is still leaking, which is odd because I swear the shades of coffee, brass steam pressure valve should prevent this from happening. But I might take a video and send it to them. It's likely that I've just got it potentially set up incorrectly. Heavy metals testing. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. That's gone dark, that has. Butane minus 4, go to Mississippi. Kind of looks dark, but not as dark. So I'm going to do a taste test. The way I'm going to do this is I'm going to stick some masking tape on the bottom of each of these, and then I'm going to number them. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have 2 cups here, which are from the Gaggia Classic. I'm going to pour these 2 into 2 of these, and then I'm going to fill up 2 on these. So I need to write this down. There's a 1 and 2 are from the group head, and 3 and 4 are from the filter. And then I'm going to ask Sophie to come in here, remove 1 of them, I won't know which one it is, then shuffle them around. And then I'm going to do a little taste test of them. So 3 and 4, I'm going to have to do the same amount for all of them, aren't I? Otherwise I'll know. Let me get the scales. To all of them. So let's pour this in quickly. Oh, so that's 80 grams. That's 84 grams. These ones need to be at about 80 to 84 grams. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, all with the same amount in, pretty much, around 80 grams. So the idea of this is the Gaggia Classic testing strips, which don't seem to be hugely accurate, are coming up as saying that there is slightly heavier metals in the water that comes through the group head, even though the reading is 0 or 1 ppm. So there shouldn't really be much of anything in there at all. And I just want to do a taste test here to see if I can taste a metallic taste. Because before, when I did this, I thought I could taste a metallic taste. I can't see any sediment in any of it now. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I won't actually be able to tell the difference. Now what I was going to do was kind of like a triangle test thing. I don't know if that's what it's called. But essentially Sophie removes 1, I don't know which one, shuffles them around, they're in like a triangle, there's just 3 of them, and then I have to try and taste, I guess, which one is the odd one out. So Sophie shuffled these around. I have no idea what's what. I'm quite parched. I'm ready to go. Let's do it. Right, I'm going to try this one first. I think you're meant to do this with a spoon, aren't you? I don't have any posh like cupping spoons or anything like that. I just have to do it with maybe a teaspoon, and these obviously aren't full, so let's not do that. I'll just slurp it. I'll just slurp it. It kind of just tastes like water without any minerals in. I wouldn't say there was a metallic taste to those 2. Taste-wise, exactly the same. This is just colder. I think I probably need to put them all in the same area, but I wouldn't say that tastes any different. What is this one? Oh! No, this one's a 4 from the jug. Okay, so these 2 I thought tasted exactly the same as each other.
At this point, I still have no idea which ones these 2 are. I don't know if there is a second one from the 0 water in here.
That's probably because they're 1 and 2, which 1 and 2 are the ones from the group head. But I couldn't taste anything metallic in them. And at first I thought they were the jug water. Interesting. So what's this one? This one is 2, yeah. And is this one 1? Yeah, that's 1. Yeah, so these 2 are from the group head. Nothing metallic-y. I mean, now I know that they're group head. I think I might do another test. This one's a Gaggia. Why? I don't know. Oh! That is the Gaggia. I mean, it was a complete guess though. That is a 1. That's 4. And this is a 3. 3 and a 4. So these two are the zero water, and this one is the Gaggia. So technically, I got it right, but it was a complete guess. But regardless of that, I thought that there were 2 Gaggias in there, and there weren't. There's 2 zeros and 1 Gaggia, as I said. That was a complete guess, and they all, to me, I would say, as a beginner and as somebody who's searching for metallic taste, they all tasted exactly the same. They all didn't have metallic tastes in them. So I would say that this is clean and it's good to go. I think it's good to go. Regardless of what these testing strips are coming back as, I think that these are good to go now. And I think those testing strips are kind of volatile anyway. I don't know if they're hugely accurate. I've had varying results based on temperature, which makes it confusing. I've taken all the components apart. I've soaked in citric acid solution. I've scrubbed parts with citric acid solution. I've descaled with the official Gaggia descaler. I've backflushed. I've ran multiple loads through. I've built up the pressure with the steam and brewed with that, firing through more pieces, and everything looks clear, everything looks clean.
I sounded happy, but I wanted to do one more thing, just to be sure.
So, I think the day may have finally come. I have spoken to somebody today from Gaggia Direct. Now, if anybody needs advice on like the Gaggia Classic, any of the Gaggias in the range, be them home models or commercial models, they service everything and will offer technical advice. So they are the official Gaggia dealer in the UK. I have to say they are absolutely fantastic. I spoke to the service manager, Dave, there, and he was brilliant. He gave me loads of useful information and advice regarding the Gaggia Classic. He has been working there for over 30 years now and has been the service manager for the entire time. He helps service not only the home models, but as I say, the commercial models as well. Sophie's gone for a run, so Coco's excited. She keeps jumping on there, and I have to do the angry voice so that she knows I'm in business. Yeah, but yeah, he gave me some advice, and he's kind of put my peace at rest, my mind at rest, and given me some peace of mind, because I've been testing, obviously, with zero water. To be fair, I haven't been checking it every time, but it should be 0. I've been passing it through and then checking it again, and the water on the other side has been around, I'd say, between 0 and 6. Zero water themselves say to buy a new filter when it reads 6 on here. So I would say plus or minus 6, and you're within a good range. It's pretty much picking up nothing. It previously was picking up some sort of sediment or coffee, something that was either coffee or metal material, but it's not picking that up anymore, not after I've done the backflush and the descale. I think the backflush works with the chutes between the 3-way solenoid valve and here on the group head. That's kind of the pathway that it works, right, is the 3-way solenoid valve and that, whereas the descaling is, well, you run the descaler through the steam wand, so it doesn't go through that part as much, through those parts. I did run the descaler through here as well, but there's no portafilter on there creating any pressure, so there's no release of pressure down here, so it's coming through the 3-way solenoid valve, yes, but it's not cleaning that section as thoroughly, I suppose. If you follow the instructions, by the time you've got to the group head, a lot of it has already been flushed through the steam wand, which is why I did that extra flush through the group head if you saw me doing the back flush. Anyway, I've been getting good results. I did a taste test. I couldn't tell the difference. I'm getting no sediment. It's coming back as 0 ppm.
So screw it. Let's make coffee.
It's ready for its first coffee. And I think I'll just go for something pretty standard. I think what I'll do is I'll just do like a 1:2 ratio, 18 grams, because the basket here is an 18 gram basket. I think it's like a 18 to 20. Ideally, I would probably like a smaller basket than this, maybe like a 15 normally, just so that I can drink more coffee throughout the day. So I can have a few more, I suppose. I'm not going to do any milk, I'm just going to do coffee, so I need scales. This is the first time I'm doing this. I need 18 grams of coffee. Now I have some old coffee. It's never been opened, but it probably is a little bit stale now because I think it's a dark roast. But it'll just be fun to do one, I suppose. So I'll go grab that. So this is Buxton Roasters Blend 47. Tasting notes of chocolate, hazelnut and citrus, specialty blend. So probably if it is a dark roast, it doesn't say what type of roast it is, but if it is a dark roast, which I think I remember it being, then it probably won't be as dark as like a commercial or non-specialty coffee, from what I've heard. I'm going to try and open this so that I can reseal it, because I don't have anything like an air escape, which I think I would like to get. So I'm going to pull from this seal. This is exciting. Well, it smells good. It looks like a dark-ish roast. So I think I'll probably just pour. So I've teared this little container thingy. Ooh, I need to fill this with some water. My little RDT tool from Nodos. Oh, is this glass? I think it is. Fill some water. I'm going to fill it with some zero water. This is going to go everywhere, isn't it? I need like a little funnel, don't I? Cool. That's filled that. Can I stand it? Yeah, stand it. Cool. So that's in there. Bring this back, getting good aromas from this. Right, so I'm going to do 18 grams on here. 18 grams. Are you sure? Oh, that's 18 bang on. This is where I RDT, right? Nice, give it a spray. I think just shake it all together is what I've seen. Alright, and then pour it in. Right into here. Feels very nice and smooth to use. Feels very easy, and the grip is nice as well. Oh wow, that can't be it. I'll have to have a look at it, but that felt very fast. Unscrew. No, that looks quite coarse to me. Espresso, 40 clicks. I was expecting it to be like really fine, and to definitely take longer than that. Well, interestingly, that's what it suggests. This is what the grind looks like. I'm not used to seeing any of this at the moment. That seemed way too fast. I think I've seen people grind 18 grams before, and I swear it took them like I swear it took them like 50 seconds, whereas that felt more like 20 seconds. So I want to put this on upside down, I guess. Kind of looks finer there. that down into there. And then I have a Louis DT tool. So I'm just going to start at the bottom with the swirlies. And then just at the top, small circles. Tappy tappy. And then I'm going to try this one from Temu. I'll need to take this off, won't I? And then this on top. I didn't know it made a click sound. Oh, it doesn't. So I think until you start feeling pressure, apparently, so there's some pressure. It looks very full and definitely not fine enough. So I think somewhere along the lines I've gone wrong. See that? It's quite close to the edge, isn't it? If I decided to put this hook screen on, it's like right at the top. I don't know what I've done wrong then. Is 18 grams the right amount? I think it is. Maybe this isn't an 18 gram basket after all. Let's just put that into there. I think it's 40 to 60, so perhaps I'll try 50 on here. Maybe I'll try like 15 grams instead now. I think that's still way too coarse, which is, I find really strange, because on here it says 40 clicks. I think maybe it was already turned. I think that's 0.
The KINGrinder K6 can turn 4 full revolutions. When I got it, it was already at 1 full revolution, but I didn't realise. So I turned it back 1 full revolution, all the way back to 0, then adjusted the grind from there.
I think that could be it. It's tougher now, more like what I see people struggling with more online, I suppose. So I should yeah, that's much finer. That's more what I was thinking it would be. So there should be 14 grams in there. Yeah, 13.9. It's quite hard to actually get it level, isn't it? I think I've seen people mashing the front before. That looks much better. I think if I give it a little twist, there we go. That looks a lot better in there. Right then, so put that in there. Put a cup in. And so I've got 14 grams in for 1 to 2, 28 grams out. So I'll just keep it going until it gets to 28 and just time how long it takes, I suppose. So 3, 2, 1. I think it's got like an automatic start thing, so. Oh, I forgot to stop it. That came out very fast. Excited for a second. And I forgot to stop it at, it's at 49. Whereas I wanted, how much did I want out? 28. So I've let that go quite far. There's a bit of a crema on it, so it looks like. I think it will probably be horrendous. Yeah, we'll just put that to the side for a second. Chin chin. That is extremely strong and bitter. There's a little bit of sweetness in there, but it's very bitter aftertaste. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah. Cheers.